shit. So say goodbye to everything you ever knew before, and I'd understand if you went running out the door. And I'll keep you safe, and no harm will ever come to you, I swear. And I'll kill if they even dare. I'll kill, I swear.
Your Highness.
Hi, Boo.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
You are?
Thank you.
Were you about to crack something open there for the game?
It's one of my, what you call lighting the loafers.
Yeah, we get in trouble for saying that.
Oh, I don't
that's
say it.
Okay.
I won't say it.
We can say whatever the...
Hey, I can wear whatever kind of shoes I want, and I can walk the way
This is our podcast, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Michigan Murders Music, where we discuss murders in our gorgeous state and top it off with a little happy ending, some homegrown music.
Oh my God, the happy ending tonight is going to be fantastic.
Leaving you with a happy ending and on a good note.
I really like this band.
It's going to be good.
Sid and the Plastics? I love them.
Sid and the Plastics, you guys are going to like it.
Can I give an
Wait till the end so you can hear them.
Content warning?
Yeah, you better. Quick.
Okay.
Wait, yeah.
Because Her Highness is going to say...
before we do the
very
listeners.
Naughty, she's going to say very naughty
You better
things.
hurry up.
Okay, I'm hurrying.
PBR
She's going to say
Coffee's
naughty
gonna
things
get
that
to
are
me.
going to be very offensive to young ears. Anybody, if your kid is a kid, you get them out of the room because they're not going to like it.
Don't let us into the kids'
Also,
earballs.
This is a public service announcement.
PSA? A PSA?
Yeah.
We have a PSA. Bing, bing,
Today we're going to
bing.
talk about the Geneva Protocol. I'm reading this, okay?
Okay,
So it's going to sound
listening.
like I'm reading.
Okay. Okay.
The protocol for the prohibition of the use in war, asphyxiating, poisonous, or other gases, and of bacteriological methods of warfare, usually called the Geneva Protocol. This bans all of that type of use.
The Geneva contract bans gaseous things for warfare, basically, right?
It's a
Okay.
treaty prohibiting the use of chemical and biological weapons in international armed conflicts. So,
are you referring to my really bad gas situation I had this week?
It doesn't say anything about domestic use, and you're gassed me out of the bedroom 2 nights in a row.
You're bringing it personal all up in here.
Oh yeah, this is serious stuff.
I couldn't poop for like a week, and
they don't need to know that.
It was bad, and Boot had.
You didn't poop, but you sure made a
stain.
Anyway, so that's not on us.
It's
not on me.
I'm sorry for the domestic warfare that I caused you. If you'd like to bring your kids around and have us gas them out, I'll do it for a fee.
By the way, there's something called PTSD.
Oh.
Post-traumatic sexual disorder.
Oh my God.
Traumatic sex.
You're a freak.
Traumatic.
Thank you guys for letting us see down into your ear canals and tap onto your drum of your earball.
We would like to keep our podcast commercial-free and independent. So if you're feeling a little tipsy, go to our website and you can put a quarter, something.
A quarter. Put a quarter in there.
Into our tips jar.
Boot, we have new listeners and followers.
Oh, let's hear their names.
Okay. Anastasis _ PK.
Okay. Salty Sports Picks.
Listen to this one. Steady State of Mind.
Oh, very nice.
I like that one.
Yeah, I do too. Alexander Martins 12. Yep, that's it.
Annabelle Doherty 647.
Dad Box Nuts. Oh,
I had to put him on.
Why do you do this to me? I gotta read this stuff.
That's the person's scream name. Nora Porter 645. Thank you guys.
Finally, I have one more. Paula Ferguson 23. Thank you, Paula.
23. That number comes
that her
up
age?
in the story.
It does.
And it's also Michael Jordan's number.
We're featuring a cool band called Sid and the Plastics later.
We are?
Yeah.
Yeah, stick around for that. Yep. It's going to be punk rock horrific.
Where are we going? Hold up your hand, Your Highness.
Oh.
The proper hand.
No, I don't want to look at the Michigan hand anymore.
Why?
I'm freaking out.
What?
We were working on my car last weekend, chilling, listening to Mustard Plug, and I heard them say something about Miss Michigan. I was like, oh, I guess I'm back to Miss Michigan. And I was like,
yeah.
was there some sort of Miss Michigan scandal? What are they talking about?
So
No scandal involved, you guys. It's a boy thing.
Yeah, your right hand looks like Michigan.
Yeah.
And, mine looks like a man hand. That's all right. But it didn't always look like a man hand.
Not when you were Rosie Palming it. So Miss Michigan is the same as Rosie Palm. Mm-hmm. Now, when he throws up his hand, like he just did, all I can think of is his penis in it. Or
I can't get my hand around it.
Oh, you wish. Where are we going? Throw up that hand.
So today we are going to.
I'll do the UP.
We're going to the Upper Peninsula, Escanaba, which is way up here. That's on her hand, and my hand is down here. And we're going to Gaylord, which is right there where that weird fluid is
right
on
in
there.
That area.
Yeah. And then we're going to Grand Rapids,
oh,
which is where we're sitting right now.
Right in there somewhere.
Yeah, we're kind of sitting there. So
we're up in there.
Here we go. We're talking about Jane Snow Baribeau.
It's actually Jane Baribeau Snow.
There you go.
Her maiden name is very French. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is an unsolved one, and oh my God, do those bother the ever-loving shit out of me. I hate it when things are unsolved.
And the police, too. They want to close it.
Well, Jane Baribeau...
Baribeau?
I'm so dumb. Originally...
But you corrected me.
Shut up.
Yeah.
She's from the UP, and she grew up on the lake shore in Escanaba.
Escanaba is a gorgeous town way up there in the UP. I guess not really way up there, but from us, it's
actually
it's
in
like
the
an
southern
8-hour
part
drive.
of the northern Michigan.
It's a long drive, yeah. On a little bay called Little Bay Danak. Mm-hmm. Little Bay Danak, yeah.
The bay comes from the fresh waters of Lake Michigan, so it's on the west side of the state. West side's the best side, motherfuckers!
Jane was one of 6 children by parents John and Miriam Baribeau. What the hell is that? Sorry.
Everybody dance now! Ding,
she was
ding,
born
ding,
on
ding,
April
ding.
11th, 1948. The family owned and operated Escanaba Steam Laundry, which is still in business and owned by the family today. We have our windows open so we hear everything in the neighborhood.
It was awesome. I can't stop laughing.
Jane
was raised going to, I believe, St. Joseph Catholic School, which was the predecessor to Holy Name Catholic School.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Holy
it
Name.
wasn't just Enter Holy Name here. That was actually the school's name, Holy Name.
Do you are your notes different than mine? I didn't.
No, isn't mine number 6?
Upon graduation, she attended college to become a nurse. You know what? Oh my God, Your Highness.
What?
Back then, nurses wore white stockings, white skirts, and those cute little hats.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Hot.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
I would even go for that shit.
Uh-huh.
There's a picture of her with her cute freaking hat on.
I would get sick.
Absolutely
as a matter of fact,
adorable.
I feel sick right now. Can I?
You need to go to Mary Freebed?
Yeah.
Upon graduation, she did become a nurse, like you said, and somewhere in there, she got married. Couldn't find records of the marriage, though. But we know she became Jane Snow, and she had 2 children, 2 boys, from that marriage.
And then she divorced him.
Yeah, booted his ass out.
Easy.
Jade moved to Grand Rapids to work as a nurse at Mary Freebed, which is still there on Medical Mile to this day. And she worked with paraplegic patients.
What?
Mary Freebed is actually like a rehabilitation center, and they help all kinds of people.
Not on Medical Mile. That's way over.
What?
It's all right.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Who cares?
That's fine.
Yeah, go on.
At
To the
5
story then, Mr. Corrector. Doesn't know where things are.
Well, somebody's going to call you out
You're
on it.
right. Oh my God, the ghost is back.
Yep, dimming the
back.
lights.
Supernatural.
It's the neighbor's air conditioning kicking on.
Hey,
At 5 foot,
she's just 5
100 pounds, she seemed to have no problem working with her patients.
It was said that Jane had a huge spirit and loads of love, and you could see it in her smile.
How big was her spirit?
Big.
Oh,
Huge.
okay. In 1979, Jane was living as a single mom with her 2 boys. Jane lived alone in Grand Rapids for a few years, but in 1979, crime was getting worse, and she really didn't want to be there anymore.
She didn't
just
have
wanted
much
to
of a
get the
support
hell out of there.
system down there. Mm-hmm. With encouragement and help from her parents, Jane decided that she would move back to Escanaba with her 2 boys.
Back to the UP. Her parents had found a place for her, not sure if it was a house or an apartment or whatever it was.
Right. They also hooked her up with a job, which I must say couldn't have been easy up there.
I don't think so.
There's just not a lot of plentiful jobs.
No.
She was a nurse, and she did have the family business. So we're not sure what kind of work she did
Maybe
when
the
she
steam
went
laundry.
back up there.
Right. On Tuesday, May 15th, 1979, Miss Jane packed her 1974 Dodge with her 2 boys, their cat, and their dog, Are you serious?
Yeah.
Coochie?
Yes. I'd have a hard
And
time
their belongings.
going out. I'm really sorry. This is
Coochie.
not to laugh at Jane, but
This is my
here,
Coochie.
Coochie, come inside now.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Anyways, the family was moving back to the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, from Grand Rapids to Escanaba. It's a 6-hour drive nowadays, but,
Unless you go on a Friday, for fuck's
Jesus.
sakes.
Don't
Dudes, 3 o'clock on Friday. Traffic
Don't even
backed
try
up
it.
for days. It'll take you 15 hours. Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
But it was said it was like an 8-hour trip back then. She was taking I-75 all the way up north, and then
She had to cut way over to get up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
She took I-75 north with everyone in tow. The gang stopped at the Ryan Ness rest area, Loon Lake.
yeah, at the time it was called the Loon Lake Rest Area. Now it's called the Ryan Ness Rest Area.
Okay.
And it was around 7:30 that night.
PM.
PM.
Okay. This rest
So I'm
stop.
thinking, wait, this is in July, 7:30 at night. What time is it now?
Right now it's.
So
yeah.
it was still light out.
Oh, very light.
Very light.
So the rest stop is near Gaylord, and this is a little less than halfway to their destination in Escanaba.
They were the only people at the Gaylord Rest Area, 405, they call it.
I'm sorry. Even as a dude, I wouldn't go in there. I wouldn't leave my car.
We
I
don't.
would stand right out next to my car with the door open and pee.
This has 100% been a terrifying thing for me my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
No. Mm-mm. We either stop at gas stations or I won't. No. Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nope. I'm sorry that this happened.
The 2 boys, ages 7 and 9, went to the bathroom in the men's room, and Jane went into the ladies' room.
As one would expect.
Yeah.
The boys were fast, like boys always are, and they finished first. So they were out playing with their dog and running around and having fun. Some say they were down by the lake. I don't know. They could have been by the lake,
hard to
by the
say.
car. Who knows? We don't know. We weren't there.
What we do know, though, is that Jane took a really long time in the bathroom. So long that one of the boys finally went to check on her in the ladies' room.
Ugh. This is so horrible.
It is.
Sadly, I don't know if both boys went or just one boy went, but they went into the bathroom and saw their mom on the floor covered in stab wounds.
Yeah.
Probably with blood everywhere.
They're
Absolutely mortifying.
You don't know what to do, and you can't do anything
Holy
at that point.
fucking shit. And they're 7 and 9.
They went to find a payphone, and the payphone was out of service.
Oh
of
my
course.
God, of course it was fucking out of service.
Yeah.
Every time you need a payphone, a video camera, your cell phone
Oh, yeah.
to actually work in a case of emergency.
Forget it.
not going to happen.
The two boys then went to I-75 and flagged down a car. They thought it took them like an hour
Yeah,
or so
approximately
before
an hour
somebody finally
before.
stopped.
Wouldn't that be freaky, though? Just seeing
damn
a
it.
7 and 9-year-old on the side of the I-75 trying to wave.
I don't know what I'd
would,
do.
My heart, fuck. They didn't have cell phones back then either, so...
Back then I would have stopped.
Anyways, somebody pulled over and they brought the kids to the nearest police station. From my Googling, that would be in Gaylord. Don't quote me again on it, but apparently
It
they
seems
went
logical.
to Gaylord,
Yeah.
Told the police what happened.
When the officers arrived on the scene, they found Jane had been stabbed numerous times.
23 times.
Her purse was right next to her.
23.
Contents undisturbed 23 times.
23.
And
That's
she wasn't
usually
robbed.
saying murder of passion, like somebody knows
Usually.
her.
Or spite.
No. The evidence was collected and saved. The weapon, the knife that was used to stab poor Jane 23 fucking times, was not found in the immediate area or ever.
They couldn't really find what the motive was at the time. Not initially.
Just a random rest stop murder.
Why leave the boys
as
unharmed?
fuck. Seriously,
Oh,
I
it's
have
crazy.
goosebumps just thinking about it.
I know.
Approximately the same time that Jane's life was being erased, a local officer had pulled over to pick up a hitchhiker just half a mile from the rest area.
This is where things get interesting. The officer gave John McGauley, 28-year-old man from Pontiac, a ride to the next exit.
Well, it didn't take long. Cops all got back to their little cop shop and put their notes together to realize that John was the only dude within the area at the time that Jane was murdered. He was literally a half mile away from the rest area when he was picked up.
So fortunately, the cops actually got his identification, talked to him, and it seemed, I'm sure, suspicious right away.
Sus.
Yeah, a little bit. They found out where John was. He was staying with a friend. Picked him up for questioning.
He had blood on his shirt when they picked him up, so they took that in for evidence.
John, what's his nickname?
Mad Dog.
Oh, douchebag.
That's what I call him because he had a Mad Dog tattoo on his arm.
Douchebag.
Yeah.
John Douchebag Mad Dog McGauley was a former Marine.
Oh, double douchebag.
And became a drifter.
No offense, Marines. Sometimes.
Nope. No,
some of them
this
are
guy just happens to be a
a
douchebag.
little full of themselves.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he becomes a drifter. His list of wrongdoings, Boo, it grows longer and longer.
Oh, so he's like a serial douchebagger.
Totally.
Nice. John had served in Rhode Island's prison and had an arrest warrant out for him from Rhode Island for forgery.
John and his wife had been driving on I-75 earlier that day. John had been drinking all day and fighting and had had a physical altercation with his wife's family.
So he beat up
at
his brother-in-law?
Yeah, he probably kicked him in the shin. Had a
slap fight.
Ow! 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 Drinking those gross beers. Well, the wife got pissed. Was like, we're leaving. My family's home because you're being a drunk dick. They got in the car, started heading down I-75 south. And then what happened, Boo?
The two left and began fighting when John threw a beer bottle at the windshield. She pulled over and kicked his drunk ass out of the car.
Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I would take that beer bottle and chuck it right at his head.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would kick him out. Or
and just go.
hope he falls on it anally. When you kick him out. Like, oops, he fell on it anally. I didn't mean to have his... Sorry, the beer bottle went up his ass.
It still has a cap on
I
it.
didn't mean to do that.
Here, open that,
What?
bitch. The last she saw him, he was walking southbound on I-75. Kind of funny. He's walking kind of funny.
He was walking a little funny because she
crammed a beer bottle up his ass.
Hey, I hope she did.
They had been coming from Indian River, which is directly north of Gaylord. when fighting with your wife and getting stuck walking, I guess you need to hit up local bars.
That's what you do.
What are you going to do?
That's what you do anyways when you're up north.
The bitch kicked me out the car.
Can you believe that? All I did was threw a beer bottle at their window while she was driving.
Can you get this out?
So it was said that he had gone to a bar in Onaway and also near the Indian River area. We're assuming he got kicked out of the car pretty soon after the drive started, or maybe he went to those bars before the drive and the family altercations. We don't know.
Who knows? The Onaway bar thing is a little sketchy.
It is.
We don't know for sure.
A little out of the way, but who knows?
Yeah. Are you a detective?
Hitchhiked there. I'm not.
Oh.
I just call myself one.
Okay. Maybe he hitchhiked there and back to the Gaylord area. I don't know.
He could have. But we do know that John did hitchhike to Gaylord.
Gaylord. So his crime of opportunity came when he walked his starry ass by the rest area and saw Jane's 1974 Dodge sitting all alone in the parking area.
I like it when you actually read what I write. You usually skip by stuff like that. You're like, I'm going to change these words, but not today. You didn't. His sorry ass was walking by the rest area.
Oh, it was.
Well, upon arrest, that blood was traced back to, the blood on the T-shirt. It was actually John's own blood. He bled his own blood on his own
out
T-shirt.
of his butt. I'm
sorry. It was from the beer bottle, sir. Ossifer.
He's
from the beer bottle.
Monkeypox up in there.
Oh, my God.
That's how you get it, from beer bottles.
So I'm not sure how this worked, but I think he was extradited to Rhode Island and arrested. Can't confirm it. You guys can look into it.
Do your own research.
Yeah, I suck at it.
But in 1997, there was a case breakthrough.
Sure shit was.
Your Highness, what's going on here?
John's bunkie, his roommate, his snitchy, his bunkie snitchy.
You know what they get?
Yeah,
Stitchies.
Yeah, he doesn't, though.
Oh.
He said that John did that jailhouse admission thing. Like, John admitted to stabbing Jane.
Oh.
John had
23 times?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
all
he
was doing was he was going to steal her car, but she fought back. And so he freaked out and stabbed her 23 times, boo. Jeez. All he wanted to do was just take her car, but no.
Why 23?
I had to fight back.
It's an odd number.
He's
I would
dick.
go with 24.
He's a fucking dick.
Okay.
He didn't take anything. He freaked out, didn't take her car. He didn't take her keys. He didn't take any money from her purse. He just ran his crotch ass across I-75.
Yeah, he noticed the boys were there too.
As he was running, he looked
it,
back and saw two boys there. Oh, I hope that haunted him for fucking ever. I hope it still haunts him.
Sadly, the snitch clipped his ankle monitor off while out on parole and got out of the state.
Ugh. That leads to no credibility to the snitchy guy, to the bunky snitchy, Mr. Snitchy Bunky roommate. Anything that guy said regarding what John told him in jail lost all of its credibility.
And he passed away a few years later.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Loads of tips were investigated, and none of them panned out. You need to grow up. You know
because
that?
they just put the tip in. That's why. You know what? The family even gave false tips.
Why would they do that?
Maybe they didn't think they were false. Maybe they just wanted to get somebody. I don't know. It's just something I read. I don't even know if it's fucking true.
You know, I know a lot of idiots.
But this is what I do know is true. That Detective Hart interviewed John Mad Dog while he was in prison numerous times. Hart talked to him the last time in 2015 when John still denied killing Jane.
Maybe he didn't do it.
He never admitted to it. Well, the knife was never found.
There was another person who was intensely investigated, but they had problems with the person being factual, and some of the tips had been given by the family.
And apparently...
So it's he said, she said kind of thing.
It didn't work out, and actually that guy ended up dying too. I didn't write that down,
Imagine
but that
this.
guy ended up croaking also.
Huh.
Dude, John Mad Dog spent a bit of time in jail for many reasons.
Escaping incarceration?
With a spoon, did he dig his way out of jail?
Oh, yeah.
Receiving stolen property.
Stereos. Car stereos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
8-track.
DUIs?
Yeah.
DUIs.
And numerous retail frauds.
Oh.
And then we know that he was in Michigan with a warrant out for forgery fraud.
Yeah.
This guy he's just piling up his bullshit.
DB John.
Good old Mad Dog.
Oh, Mad Dog DB.
That
John was paroled from jail in January of 2017 and died from an overdose in September of 2017.
Firstly,
Your Highness, give me a high five because
he
that's
didn't
how
even live
Darwin.
a full fucking year.
That's how Darwin
Takes care of
predicts
business.
Yep.
That's how Darwin takes care of business. He's like,
There's still no answer to Jane's death.
there isn't. Happy as I am that the guy croaked, we don't have any answers.
No,
Nobody
I
has
know.
any answers. And it drives us all crazy. The police are taking special care to preserve the evidence from this case for any future use.
May 15th, 1979, changed the lives of Jane's family forever.
Yeah. If you were in the area or know anything about Jane's death, please contact the Gaylord Police Department or
any
Michigan
police.
State Police.
Yeah.
Horrible. I read the boy. I didn't read a ton about the boys.
I hope
I'm
they're
sure
okay.
they grew up and had a great life.
Yeah, but what a weird thing to have hanging
Jane
over your
had
head.
a great family, and they had some support. Horrifying.
There is a magic light.
I don't know if I had heard stories like this or what, but when I was raising my 3 boys, up until about age 9 or 10, I made them go into the women's bathroom with me because I had heard of men doing things to boys and bad things happening to boys in the men's bathroom. And my kids were kind of mortified for a while.
You know, that does happen.
I have had the biggest fear of rest areas forever. This is a goddamn nightmare.
I will tell you one off, Mike, that yeah.
This is a fucking nightmare.
A little bit of bright light at the end of this story.
This part's kind of cool.
The children of John and Miriam, the siblings,
Basically, her brothers and sisters, Jane's brothers and sisters.
they created a scholarship program to Bay College.
The prerequisite is you have to live in Delta County, which is up there in Escanaba, and you need to pursue a nursing degree, which is exactly what Jane
That's what
would have
Jane
wanted.
Would have wanted.
She loved nursing, and she loved her people up there.
Your Highness.
God, that was a harsh story.
It was really
I'm
difficult.
still scared of rest areas.
Yep, me too.
I hope that somebody can find answers in this case. It's
Cameras, lots of
sad
cameras,
one.
lots of lighting.
Yeah, just don't go to rest areas. Go to gas
Well, you have
stations
to.
or.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah, I know. Just sucks.
Can we do a happy
Oh
ending?
my God! Is it time?
Yes.
Is it time for
This-
the happy ending?
This is the band of the evening. It's
Sid and the Plastics.
Sid and the Plastics.
Grand Rapids punks.
Yeah.
You know I like them short, fast, hard, and punk rock, baby.
I'm glad you like them short.
Sid,
Go ahead.
vocals.
Cole on drums.
Gabe, bass guitar.
Isaiah on guitar.
This song is called CBT. You can find Sid and the Plastics on bandcamp.com. You can buy their music right there and download it right straight to your computer or your phone. That easily.
I like these guys. It's
I
like
love
old
'em.
80s punk.
So
it's
punk
really
rock.
good.
Here's Sid and the Plastics.
Thank you for choosing Michigan Murders and Music. Please rate the show wherever you listen. Michigan Murders and Music is produced by The Boots. Episodes are researched and written by Your Highness. Edited by Your Highness. Views and opinions are the sole stupidity of us and us alone. Don't blame others, please. Listening to this podcast could quite possibly cause major problems to your earballs and definitely will mess up your kids. Permission has been given to us by the bands, and we purchase our music on Bandcamp.com. Support your local music scene and all local music scenes.